I was immediately interested because I'm going to be an elementary teacher, and I wanted to get experience with students in the schools and in the school setting, and to figure out, learn more about what troubles they were having and how to help them.
My desire to tutor came from just wanting to work one-on-one with the kids, especially for an ed major. It's kind of nice to know that you can be in the schools and working with kids and not just thinking about it or studying it in text.
The places I went was Covenant House. And Covenant House is an institution which is established for homeless children and children who are in need of shelters and places to stay and stuff like that. So in that situation, I wasn't only a tutor, but I was also a mentor for these children.
I work in the International Welcome School, so it's very diverse. It's a school that basically takes immigrants from other countries that are trying to get immersed in the public school system.
I tutor generally, as a rule, in the city schools. So my experience is that these are kids that don't have a lot of resources, and so just having my time, my one-on-one focus and attention, makes an incredible difference in their day.
Every subject is based on literacy, and some students, it is never an issue in their life. But once you get past a certain age, if you're still struggling with literacy, it's that much harder to catch up. And the teacher's time is pulled in so many different ways that it is I can tell you, it is a real blessing to teachers when they have someone come into a room who can focus on one child.
Most people don't dedicate much attention to adult literacy, but to me it's one of the most important, in fact the key strategy to educating the future generation, because it's assured that if you give parents an education, you're definitely giving the child that education as well. There's so many times I've had my students come up to me and say that they want to impact their children in that same way.
I worked with a girl last semester. She was from Somalia and she was a refugee. When I first met her, even her demeanor with me was very reserved and shut down. She wouldn't make eye contact. She was very scared, and so after a while she would kind of get closer to me. By the time we left the first session, she was smiling and she asked if she could hold my hand and walk me back to the class. And even in those moments where it turns out where it's not about tutoring, it's about human relationships, and to know that you're even helping a student to feel comfortable in their culture.
I've been very fortunate to have the experience of working with very small children. We're talking kindergarten is the youngest that I've worked with, all the way up to a woman who's 19. It's the woman I told you whose goal was to only read her mail. And after one session, she was having a really bad day, and I asked her, is there anything that I can do for you? And the tears started to come, and she said, no, you're teaching me how to read, and that's enough.
The Webster Student Literacy Corps was founded in 1990 to give education majors experience with teaching while also helping students in low literacy populations. The program has expanded considerably, and Webster University students from all majors now participate as tutors. Since its inception, the tutors of the Webster Student Literacy Corps have helped struggling children in public schools, alternative education programs, homeless shelters, and adult education centers. During the 2011 school year, 66 tutors have served approximately 900 people at 26 different tutoring sites in the St. Louis area. 900 individuals whose lives have been changed by our very own Webster students.